I've made a ton of changes. We are heading over to the Regen booty Libero. The booty, the booty? Libero booty? I don't know. There must be a better way of saying that. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Bolton. If you're still enjoying the series, drop a like. That would be lovely. Do you ever wake up just in one of those moods where everything's just brilliant? And I'm kind of hoping we can continue that mood into today's video. That's the plan anyway. But before anything else, I wanted to quickly say thank you to Ronnie Shern for upping his pledge over on the Patreon. That is incredibly generous of you, man. And just thank you to everybody over there for all the support over the last couple of seasons and years. You're all great. Now, it's Regen Someday. Now, for those of you that might be new to my content, every Sunday, it's Monday, of course, but you get my point. I take a look at the Discord and look at some of the best regens that people have submitted for this, be it funny names, nationalities, just awesome players, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to participate, head over to the Discord, link in the description. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll be featured next Sunday. So first up, Anton Verbitsky. Mainly because, I mean, firstly, he's 16 and already has 2 caps for Belarus, but also playing for the Chicago Magic. Great name, great team. Then Don Kane, just an incredibly good goalkeeper. Come through a youth academy at Bradford City. What a player. To be that good at 15 is unreal. Then we've got Sebastian Juve, who is from Martinique, which is cool. Looks like he has actually genned at Fulham, though, and might not be the worst player in the world, to be fair. Definitely get international caps, that's for sure. Then we've got Luis Gutierrez, a Colombian. The only reason I'm really showing you is because he has 1 jumping reach. He basically just has no spring in his calves whatsoever. He can only stand still or run. There's nothing in between. Even when he runs, he glides. Then Emmanuel Ocaña, who is a Dutch goalkeeper at Southend United, and bloody hell, he is to be that good at the age of 21 is ridiculously good. I mean, what I would give for a keeper like that right now. And lastly, Fred Ashley from the Solomon Islands. Just a really solid player, to be fair, particularly for the Solomon Islands. That's awesome. So there we go. That's Regen Someday. If you want to participate, you know what to do. I bet he's thinking about other women. Wouldn't it be cool playing an attacking libero in an asymmetric system in League 2? Oh, it would be the coolest. POV, you are Matt waking up on New Year's Day. Yeah, Hasenhüttl, I swear to God, if he takes Callum Slattery, we're basically burning bridges with both Ralph Hasenhüttl and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the moment, and I'm all right with that. So we had a lot of discussion about the 3D, 2D thing. I ran a poll. I wasn't obviously going to, it was just sort of to get some guidance. I'm going to persist with the 3D. I genuinely think the match engine, as far as the 3D match engine, is in such an incredible state now that it's actually worth us moving over to it and trying it out for a bit. Now, I have changed the camera settings, though, because I felt like even when I was editing it, I felt like you couldn't see enough of the action, particularly the ball and stuff. So I've changed all the camera settings around to make it look way more like a proper TV broadcast. So that's good. And we're changing the replay camera so that it's not just the same thing repeated. We're going to do behind goal and stuff like that. Not going to go into too much detail about this one, other than we got through 1-0. Owen Doyle with the goal, but Callum Slattery was sent off after 4 minutes. Callum, you melon. Thankfully, we were able to bail ourselves out and sneak through to the 3rd round. We'll play Blackburn, but that's where the board expected of us. And the last thing I wanted to do was upset the board, because you know how these guys are temperamental. Oh, and you may have also noticed there, yeah, that was Regen Booty playing at Libero. I thought I'd give it a go, and he actually put in a really solid performance, so we'll switch the team around, of course. Delaney may have to drop out here. We'll bring... Oh, actually, I don't know. Really, do I want to try both of those guys? Surely Baptiste... I don't think I can rest both Delaney and Baptiste for the same game. We kind of need one element of stability in there as well while we're at it. But Regen Booty did a fine job. I am actually going to see if I can train him there. I want to see if there's something capable. Now, we've had loads of ideas in the comments and loads of stuff in the Discord about ways we can improve this tactic, and I basically made a big list of them all. But at the moment, I don't want to touch it, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're like 20 games nearly unbeaten in the league. I don't want to jinx that just by changing the tiniest thing, trying to make it better just yet. But a few ideas being like changing this role, moving Libero to support, other sorts of factors like that. Lloyd Isgrove is apprehensive as Reece Bennett is stronger than him. Hang on, is that the Reece Bennett? It is Reece Bennett. He streams Football Manager sometimes and FIFA. Awesome dude. So, here we are, Carlisle United versus Bolton. Oh, wow, that stadium is not full, is it? So yeah, as you can see, I've moved the camera in slightly. We've turned the highlight speed down 1 notch because I thought it was a bit frantic. And now things should look a lot nicer for us in this mode. Should be able to see a lot more, essentially, as far as like actually getting into the action. It should look more like a TV broadcast, which is kind of the idea. Lloyd Isgrove taking on 1 player already. Second one, ball in a Doyle. Wow, that very nearly snuck in at the near post. Doyle's come very deep to pick this up, but it's left a lot of space for other people to exploit. And look at that, there is the space right now. Isgrove, just shoot, man. Yes, he's cuts inside. Another shot, back for White. Oh, and a terrific stop by Marcus Dewhurst to tip that over the bar. Well, pretty subdued game so far, but one good sign that we do have is that Cambridge United dropped points against Leyton Orient at home, so that gives us a bit more of a gap potentially. Isgrove might just be able to shoot. Oh! It feels like one of these games that we're keeping very tight at the moment, just mopping things up as we go along and not really giving Carlisle a lot, but Riley has just taken 2 of our centre-backs out the game. He's going to get a shot in here. We need Ziga to be big, and a great sliding tackle there from, I think, Baptiste. What a tackle. There appears to be some kind of shopping centre going on in the corner of Carlisle's ground there. Presumably we'll head to the food court after the game to celebrate a victory, no doubt. Looking long, Mengi comes out there again, just mops that ball up, finds Regen Booty, and we can continue another run. So nice ball into the channel for Earsgrove. We've got bodies trying to get into the box this time. Is there room? Ball whipped in, and Doyle! And it's just deflected wide. I think if we need to, we may have to dip into the subs bench and get a little bit more quality off the bench. Just to maybe add, I don't know, since we can't use Slattery because he's suspended from all competitions, it would seem. We still don't have Crawford. It's not ideal. Sarcevic could maybe come on in the second half and see if he can mix something up with that box-to-box role. I think our best chance is going to come from a set piece today, it would seem. Booty whips another one, and a Greenidge with the header just wide. Looping ball forward. I don't think Doyle's going to be able to do much with that, but he's in! Oh, and a great stop by McDonald, I think it was there. Doyle with a big chance. Mengi with a lovely ball through for Nathan Defonoso. Can he find the cross back? He can for Jones! Oh, it's at the post! Gethin Jones with the shot that just deflected, I think, onto the post. Jones with runners left and right. He might be able to find an option here. Defonoso around the side for Gethin Jones again! Oh, and he missed it to the exact same side. He's got into some good positions, though, Gethin. One last chance, perhaps. I think we've just been let down by the quality of finishing today. It's not been like the 0-0s we got earlier this year. We have battered Carlisle in many aspects. And Mengi with the header. It rolls along the crossbar and out of play. We've just not quite been able to find the finishing touch today. And I think on another day, we win this game very comfortably. But we couldn't take advantage of Cambridge United dropping points unless... No, that looks like it's probably going to do it, in fact. And yes, it is. Carlisle 0, Bolton Wanderers 0. Return to the 0-0s, but I don't think it's the same kind of 0-0s as earlier this season. I think that was a very good performance, which was just lacking that little bit of cutting edge in those key areas. And maybe with a different set of personnel, we'd have got it. Once again, Mengi, man of the match, though, from the Libero. Imagine that. Right, bigger chunk of games off camera this time, I promise. And we'll be back for I honestly don't know what, but hopefully we can keep going with some momentum. Still unbeaten. Right then, we had some off-camera games. We started off at home against Morecambe. Good goal for us to take the lead, however, it wasn't enough. Maskell with the ball to the back post, lovely little pick out there, and there was Delfonso getting in there to make it 1-0. Unfortunately, though, a long clearance from the goalkeeper here from Turner goes straight over everybody. I don't know what the defenders really are doing there, and it's a simple finish from McClendon, and it became 1-1. Frustrating. Next up, though, much more like it at home to Crawley. Booty with a lovely delivery, flicked into the back of the net by Greenidge for his first goal for the club. And then something rather bizarre happened. 3 goals in less than a minute, or rather, in a minute, which is ridiculous, but it happened. So the first of which was Booty whipping a cross in, Greenidge knocks it down, and Slattery pings one in off the crossbar beautifully to make it 2-0. And then directly from the kickoff from that, I think less than 40 seconds later, Doyle dispossesses the defender, gets into a good position and drills it home to make it 3-0. And then again, less than a minute after that, we somehow made it 4-0. Mengi bringing the ball forward, creating an extra player for us. Defonso gets into space and drills it top bins for 4-0 Bolton. But it wouldn't be us, with once again a ball cleared over the top, the defenders once again getting confused, goalkeeper comes flying out of nowhere, and Nadelson smashes it home for 4-1. Not enough though. And it was then time for the first defeat of the save, and it was at home to bloody Grimsby Town. A really good header here from a free kick, made it 1-0. Gethin Jones then got himself sent off, which just made things perfect for us. We tried our best to sort of piece a team together in the second half, but in the end, Grimsby did get through, and it was Virgil Gomez, making it 2-0 Grimsby Town. A very even game overall, despite all of the things that kind of went wrong for us. We still held our own in many ways, but it wasn't enough, frankly. Once Gethin Jones was gone, we had to sort of mess the team around, and it kind of disrupted the flow. Still, on another day, we may have actually taken something, but hey, we didn't deserve it. Then it was time for Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup. A very straightforward defeat, unfortunately. I actually decided to rotate the team. Armstrong gave them the lead after 11 minutes. I thought, you know what? We've got so many league fixtures. We've already achieved what we wanted to achieve in the Cup this year. Now will be a time to rotate the squad around, so I expected the defeat, but it definitely was needed. We had to start resting people. Samu to the back post this time to make it 2-0 to Blackburn, but I think long term, it'll probably be the right thing for us just to make sure we've got slightly fresher players. I've also dipped into the loan market a little bit from Chelsea to get a couple more free loans in, just to sort of bolster the squad a bit, as Samu made it 3-0 to Blackburn, and we toppled out of the Cup. But that little boost of fitness levels enabled us to go to Exeter and be much, much better. Didn't stop them from taking the lead, though. Lovely work from them. Bottom corner, nice finish from Matt Caprice, 1-0 Exeter. But after that, we did start to find ourselves a little bit more, had a bit more intensity. Slattery with a gorgeous little ball through, and Owen Doyle, so composed, pops that one home for 1-1, gave us a bit of something to build on. Because then, just before half-time, an almost identical situation, Cam Slattery back across, but look at this for a finish from Doyle. The cheek of it to just dink that over the goalkeeper when it was 1-1 at the time. 2-1 to Bolton. And then in the second half, we were just getting better and better. Chances were flying our way. Could have had more goals on the night, potentially. Defonso with the ball into the centre. There was Sarcevic making that late run. 3-1, game over. But in general, just a really, really strong performance away at Exeter City right when we needed it. And with all that, of course, we are now still top of the league. 7 points clear of Grimsby, who, of course, beat us. 9 points above Newport and Cambridge there. So still got a 9-point gap over the automatics. And that's really where we're kind of aiming. But I do still feel like, given the situation of being 7 points clear at the halfway stage, I'd still be disappointed were we not to win the league. But with less cup competitions in the second half of the season, i.e. none, we should have less fixture congestion, therefore less injuries, so hopefully we can start to spread our wings and fly away a little bit more in the second half of the year. 9 assists though for Regen Booty, top assister in the league. What a ledge. In other news, I got a call. Yeah, imagine that, me getting a call in the middle of the night from another manager. Doesn't happen. But it was from Luciano Spalletti. And I'm like, why the hell is he calling me? Well, it turns out he's killed Ralph Hasenhüttl and is wearing his body as a skin suit. Clearly Ralph Hasenhüttl was sacked. And now Spalletti's on my back, so that's just terrific. I wonder how many Southampton managers I'm going to get calls from during this one season. The first of which is Miles Pert-Harris. I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought he was better than he was, but I just had to take the risk at the time to get him in. My scouts rated him higher and I couldn't see everything. He's still fine and can play as a shadow striker or Metzala or a deep line. Basically, he can cover a wide range of positions, which is why I've got him in, and we're paying nothing because we don't have any money to pay. But one of the signings I think is better is Dinil Simiu, the Cameroonian centre-back coming in from Chelsea as well. Because one of the areas where we do need to rotate a lot is those centre-back areas. And I feel like having a player like him around could make a huge amount of difference. He's very, very athletic, extremely quick, and that might get us out of trouble should we need him. So just giving a few extra players in, just to bolster the squad a little bit, and because they don't have to be registered because they're under 18, because they're 18. So that should hopefully allow us a bit more room for rotation, and we'll sort of use them as and when. But just having more players right now is kind of important for us, so that's what we've gone and done. So, changes afoot. What can we do here? Doyle, Crawford, Delfonso, Booty and Sarcevic in the midfield, Gioso Fleming, that's fine. Obviously, Gethin Jones is suspended because of his silliness, but Simiu, Baptiste, wait, hang on a minute. Yeah, actually, that seems about right for me right now. Oh, we also got Ben Elliott from Chelsea, but again, that was a very poor decision. Sadly, Isgrove's still not fit enough to get in the team, though. So here we go. Bolton Wanderers at home to Cheltenham Town. Another win here is very much key for us. I'll be interested to see how Simiu does on his debut. I do think having that little extra pace with him and Mengi in there could seriously get us out of trouble from time to time, because that's the one thing we were kind of missing. Booty needs to be good for us tonight. He's been good all season. I actually can't believe how good he's been, considering his sort of infamiliarity with a lot of the roles we actually use. Oh, he's got it back here. Can he find someone, though? And yes, no! Oh my god, how did he miss that? That's an open goal. It is important that we get this win, though, because other teams around us are winning. A Simiu again with the header. He's getting some good positions. Come on, right before half-time, perhaps, Booty's good cross, and it's a penalty. It is a penalty which Sarcevic will take. I feel like we've missed way more penalties than we should have done this season. We've actually, I think, missed more pens than we've scored. Sarcevic has a huge chance here to give us the lead on the stroke of half-time. Go on, son. And it's straight down the middle. Again. He's our best penalty taker and has one of our best finishing stats as far as that position. That is ridiculous. I'm fairly certain we've missed all but one penalty this season, and it's not just been him taking them. He has missed quite a few as well. That is ridiculous. How are we not winning this game? Crawford now, they've sort of broke the lines a bit. Doyle's in behind, and he's scored. It is actually going to count. Wonderful work from Ali Crawford there. Lovely little pass through to Owen Doyle. 12th goal of the season for him. He is starting to rack up the goals now. That's a big moment for us. For some reason, I thought they were going to dump one in behind as a result of the fact that we didn't have... But then Crawford gets it. Look at this for a pass. Lovely work. Defender gets caught out. Doyle's on the end of it, and it's 1-0 Bolton here. Big, big goal for us. Doyle could not miss that one. Fleming's just going to go back post instead. Delfonso, overlap perhaps for Gioso. He can just shoot here. He's got to. He goes past a couple of challenges, and that might be another penalty. Surely I'm gonna trust Sarcevic still, because I need him. He's like... God, we're like Fulham with penalties here. Come on, Anthony. You've had one chance today and you've mucked it up. Can you score this one? Yes, he can! Bolton Wanderers 2, Cheltenham Town 0. Anthony Sarcevic's 5th goal of the season. He's made up for the earlier penalty miss by scoring this one. That's a bit more like it. Pure confidence, right into the side netting. You could not get a better penalty than that. Well done, Anthony. This is looking like it might be a red card for Azaz of Cheltenham, which would surely allow us to make some changes now. Go on. Yes, he's gone. He is gone. Red card for Cheltenham. I've made a ton of changes. We are heading over to the Regen Booty Libero. The Booty, the Libooty? Libero Booty? I don't know. There must be a better way of saying that. He's just overplaying it perhaps a little bit, but Sarcevic was going to get to the box. Can he win another penalty? He might! He actually has won another penalty. Oh my god. He could have had a hat-trick today. I bet you he misses this one now. I get the feeling he's going to miss this one. It's our third chance from the spot on the night. Anthony Sarcevic stepping up, and it's slopped into the bottom corner. Bolton 3, Cheltenham Town 0. Sarcevic's second goal of the night. He should really be on a hat-trick right now if he'd have just taken that first penalty properly. 3 penalties for Bolton in one game. That one was not so good. Simiu, and there's Regen Booty into the box. Oh, what a strike! Oh, he deserved a goal. His performance today, that was beautiful. Maskell's gone past one challenge. Delfonso's in there, and it's a great header from Nathan Delfoniso. Is it Delfonso or Delfoniso? Because his name would suggest that it's Delfoniso, but I've never heard anyone say that out loud. Bolton 4, Cheltenham Town 0. I don't know what this challenge is on Maskell here. Like, the first one's fine, but the second one, he's absolutely sat him on his arse. Lovely ball in. And Delfonso has done a great job at the back post these days. It's 4-0. Surely not. Comley again in absolute acres as he drills it home for 5-0. Brandon Comley, they've got nobody screening that area on the edge of the penalty area, and we are going to get players in that position over and over. And we're going to get to see this goal from a lovely angle. I'm using the behind goal for replays at the moment just because it's a bit different. And Comley, I mean, this is just a thunderbolt. Players are in the way. Keeper can't see. It's 5-0. Darcy, again, so many bodies in this position. Sarcevic, oh. Now, obviously, you know, the situation with the red card has left us in a good position here, but we've taken full advantage of it. Bolton Wanderers 5, Cheltenham Town 0. Yeah, I'd say we probably deserve that. That is probably one of the most complete performances I've seen out of this full squad for a while. That little extra bit of rest and relaxation we've had has certainly done the trick, and we've now got a full week between this and our next game away at Tranmere. We've got a chance to really put some ground down now. So, slight little wobble in there, but we have really recovered now with a bit of rest. We're getting back to our normal sort of style, and you can see lots of less fixtures coming up, which is just lovely. So, we're going to come back for Tranmere away. Not an easy game. Go there and try and get a result. You never know. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, we've been smashing it. Drop a like on the video. That would be lovely. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be sick too. I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and at the weekend, so go follow there as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for, hopefully, the rebuilding continues. And we should have a youth intake soon too. That's going to be sick. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your guns. Capybara. Bye-bye.